He got a message from his best friend the day after he died. At first, Aarav thought it was just a glitch. The funeral had ended only a few hours ago. The sky was still gray and the air felt heavy. People were slowly leaving, whispering, offering condolences that didn't really mean anything anymore. Aarav stood alone near the edge of the cemetery, staring at the fresh soil. Just yesterday, he and Rohan were laughing about something stupid, something so small it already felt impossible to remember clearly. His phone vibrated. Aarav didn't even want to look. But something made him check. One new message from Rohan. His heart stopped. It had to be someone else. A mistake. Maybe someone using his phone. Maybe his parents. He opened it. "I know you're still standing there." Aarav's fingers froze on the screen. Slowly, he turned around. There was no one behind him. Just empty paths, distant trees, and a few people walking away. His chest tightened. "This isn't funny," he typed. "Who is this?" The typing bubble appeared instantly. "It's me." Aarav felt a cold wave run through his body. No, that wasn't possible. He had seen it. He had seen everything. The accident, the hospital, the silence that followed. He stepped back, breathing harder now. "Stop this," he typed again. "This isn't funny." A few seconds passed. Then another message. "You didn't even say goodbye." Aarav's vision blurred. The last time they spoke, it wasn't good. They had argued. Something small, something stupid. But it had turned into something bigger. Words were said, harsh ones. And then Rohan had walked away. That was the last time. Aarav swallowed hard and started walking out of the cemetery, his steps uneven, his mind racing. "This is some kind of sick joke," he whispered to himself. His phone vibrated again. "I waited for you." Aarav stopped in the middle of the road. Cars passed by, but he didn't notice them. "What do you want?" he typed. This time the reply took longer. Then it came. "Just come to our place." Aarav's heart pounded. Our place. The old basketball court behind the school. The place where they spent countless evenings, talking about life, dreams, everything that felt important back then. It didn't make sense, but somehow his feet were already moving. The court was empty when he arrived. The sun was setting, casting long shadows across the cracked ground. The hoop stood slightly bent, just like always. Memories hit him all at once. Laughter, arguments, silence, everything. His phone buzzed again. "You're late." Aarav looked around. There was no one. His breathing grew heavier. "Where are you?" he typed. "Right there." Aarav turned in a full circle. Nothing. Just wind brushing through the trees. His hands were shaking now. "This isn't real," he said under his breath. Another message appeared. "Check the bench." Slowly, almost unwillingly, Aarav walked toward the old wooden bench near the edge of the court. It was worn out, scratched with names and dates carved into it over the years. And there it was, a small, folded piece of paper. Aarav stared at it, his mind refusing to accept what his eyes were seeing. He picked it up. His hands trembled as he unfolded it. It was Rohan's handwriting. "I knew you'd come." Aarav felt his throat tighten. Below it, another line. I'm sorry for yesterday. Tears filled his eyes instantly. The world around him faded. Every sound, every movement, gone. Just those words. He sat down slowly on the bench. His phone vibrated again. Aarav wiped his tears and looked at the screen. One last message. You were always my brother. Aarav broke. Completely. Tears rolled down his face as he held the phone tightly, like it was the only thing connecting him to something he had already lost. Minutes passed. Maybe more. The sky had turned darker now. The court was almost invisible in the fading light. Aarav took a deep breath. For the first time since the accident, something inside him felt lighter, like a weight had finally shifted. He looked at the empty court one last time. Then he stood up and started walking away. Halfway down the street, his phone vibrated again. Aarav stopped. Slowly, he looked at the screen. A new message. Unknown number. His heartbeat started rising again. He opened it. This one, I didn't schedule. Aarav's breath caught in his throat. The street around him felt suddenly quiet. Too quiet. He turned around. The basketball court stood far behind him. Empty. Dark. Silent. Another vibration. A second message appeared. I'm still here.